phone from Ratfynkt. Mike, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm good. So tell me a little bit about your band. The first question I actually have for you is you have to explain the name to me and what that name means, like where it came from.
The band name is Ratfynkt.
Right.
We originally had a friend we called the Rat, and he would do some weird things, like kind of screw you over, and we became known as Ratfynkt when the Rat would do things like that to you.
Oh, okay, I see. That's pretty funny.
Yeah, and so I guess that was the first thing, and then it's like someone who was a turncoat back in the 60s and 70s and stuff. So and there's a guy who did some kind of illustrations, stuff like that was like a Ratfynkt.
Oh, okay. Yeah, actually, I looked it up on the internet earlier, and all kinds of different stuff came up, little illustrations and stuff like you're talking about.
Yeah, it's like a rat on a motorcycle or something. It's a pretty famous guy, I guess, that did that. And this kind of came to light the same way that it did to you. We kind of looked it up on the internet after we already had the name, and then that's kind of how it worked.
Right. Well, their Ratfynkt is actually spelled different than the way you spell your name, right?
Yeah, this is different. Which is
different.
My friend, the drummer actually switched it up and put it on the internet, and it's kind of hard to find now.
Yeah. I had to ask Jamie how to spell it twice earlier.
Yeah, exactly. It's hard to find.
Well, that's cool. I'm excited about your show tomorrow. You guys are opening up for the Among Criminals.
Yes.
Tell me about that.
Yeah, we basically, I play in another band called State Radio, and we Among Criminals had opened for us a bunch of times, and kind of connected with Ryan that way. And then they were having the CD release, and we're having a CD release in Boston next week for Ratfynkt, and we just kind of swapped shows.
Oh, cool.
So, yeah, it should be exciting. World Live Cafe, I've actually never been there. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
and you guys
I hear good things.
Yeah, you guys are playing downstairs, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. It should be a really fun show. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, we're really excited, so.
Cool. And when are you doing any more shows on this tour, or is it just this one-time thing in Philly?
It's just a one-time thing right now. We're looking to tour soon. The thing is, State Radio has always been touring, so
yeah, State Radio.
Violently.
You guys are about to go on tour soon, aren't you?
Yeah, we're touring in March into the beginning of April. So Ratfynk's probably gonna think about something in April or May, possibly the summer, to get on the road and promote the record.
Wow, yeah.
That we just released.
Cool, you guys sound really busy, or you sound busy. I mean, you're touring with State Radio. You play the drums for State Radio, and you play guitar and sing lead vocals for Ratfynkt. Now, what made you decide to switch drumming and go over to guitar? What inspired you to do that?
I don't know. I guess that after a while, when you're drumming, you kind of want to create some melody and some music. So it was just kind of natural to pick up a guitar and start fooling around with it. And my best friend from home who plays drums, and it was all of a sudden it was oh, okay, now I got a drummer and I'm playing guitar, and kind of just branched out from there.
That's cool.
And so that's kind of how it started, really.
Is that how the band started, pretty much, just by you wanting to switch over to guitar and then having a drummer and just putting it all together?
Yeah. We said Steve was playing drums. I started first in 5th grade or something with the marching bands,
Yeah.
And in college, Steve started playing drums, and then I started playing guitar kind of at the same time. Then we just started jamming together, and our other friend from home, Chris, plays bass. And then we got some people I met in college. This guy Dom, who sings with me, and this kid Joe, who plays guitar. So we kind of started like that.
Cool. I'm looking forward to seeing it tomorrow. Now, your State Radio tour, will you guys be coming through to Pennsylvania or Philly at all?
We're not going to Philly. We're going to Mr. Smalls and near Pittsburgh. I think it's Millvale.
Yeah, I know where that is.
Yeah, it's always a fun place. This old church that's supposedly haunted, and they kind of, in the backstage is the rooms of where the church was, and it's they keep it kind of all spooky and where the priest used to be, and
yeah.
so it's got this weird vibe to it, but it's a lot of fun playing there.
That sounds really cool. I've actually never been out there, but it sounds like a cool little place.
Yeah, if you're ever in the area, swing in.
Yeah, it's up by Pittsburgh, I guess. That's about 5 hours, maybe 4 or 5 hours from here. Are you guys playing anywhere closer, like New York City maybe? That's closer to us.
Yeah, I don't think so. We played at New York City and the day after Thanksgiving, so it was Black Friday.
Oh, okay.
Played there, so it's kind of, I don't know. I think we've done that market too soon to go back. Yeah, we gotta spread ourselves out, you know.
Yeah, I know.
Now with 2 bands going too, I just I'm all over the place.
Yeah, well, when you're not playing with the band or on tour, what kind of things do you do in your personal time?
I actually used to. So I used to work for a big accounting firm, and I like to day trade stocks during the days. So it's kind of more like gambling though. It's less to do with finance and accounting. So I like doing that. I day trade futures and foreign exchange currency pairs and stuff.
Cool. Well, that's something I wasn't expecting, but
yeah, so it's an interesting. But really, when I started with drums, the people were like, "How does accounting and drumming mix?" And I was like, "Well, it's all math.
Right.
It's all numbers and how many times you can hit something to get it on beat."
That's true with pretty much any instrument you play, I think.
Yeah, it is. Definitely is. I guess guitar is more artistic, I would say.
Yeah.
Then drums is more of like, you start on drums, you're just the guy who likes to smash things.
On the drums, I play guitar and bass, but I can't do the drumming. It's just too complicated for me. I don't have enough rhythm.
Yeah, I mean, drumming is just more of a coordination, I think, with like, it's more of a physical instrument where guitar is more dexterity.
Yeah.
And also you said like time. Time fits into both of them, but I think like guitar is definitely more dexterity, and I have a lot more trouble with that.
Yeah.
That's another thing. It's a fun thing playing guitar because I'm out of my element from where I started when I was a kid.
Right.
So it's something that keeps my head turning and my brain working.
Definitely. When you were growing up, what kind of music did you listen to? Like, who was your inspiration?
It's more. I guess it's more what the Ratfynkt sound is that you'd hear when you listen to them. I listen to a lot of grunge rock, like Nirvana, Alice in Chains, Tool.
Yeah, they're all great bands.
Yeah, like System of a Down, that kind of genre.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I found myself kind of going to all different styles and coming back to that one. I really like classic rock too, and like I listened to Hendrix a lot. And,
oh yeah.
Led Zeppelin and just anything with drumming that was really really intense drumming. I liked.
Nice. So
with lots of drum fills.
So we were talking earlier. You said you guys are actually in the studio now recording a song, right?
Yeah, we're Ratfynkt is in the studio. We're doing an acoustic EP, kind of similar to. You play Fate, right?
Yes, I played Fate and Rise.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So Fate is more like the acoustic setup. We have like bongos and a djembe and acoustic guitar, and then like kind of electric kind of diddling over that. But it's more of that kind of setup. We're doing like 5 new songs, and then one that I just made up right now about the engineer. So I hope it makes it.
Is it called The Engineer?
No.
Okay.
It's called Just Whiskey.
Okay. It's just something funny that.
Yeah. It could be called Engineer now. I think you might have just made up the title.
Well, that's pretty funny. I have